President Trump on Thursday abruptly denied military aircraft to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi for a foreign trip just minutes before the congressional delegation was set to depart, in a stunning decision that followed her call to delay the State of the Union address amid the government shutdown. In their letter, Trump said her trip has been postponed. Due to the shutdown, I am sorry to inform you that your trip to Brussels, Egypt, and Afghanistan has been postponed. We will reschedule the 7-day excursion when the shutdown is over. In light of the 800,000 great American workers not receiving pay, I am sure you would agree that postponing this public relations event is totally appropriate, Trump wrote. I feel that during this period it would be better if you were in Washington negotiating with me and joining the strong border security movement to end the shutdown. Obviously, if you would like to make your journey by fly commercial, that would certainly be your prerogative. So he basically dared Nancy Pelosi on her own dime to go pay on a commercial flight to go to Egypt and Afghanistan and Brussels. Asked if lawmakers might still be able to find another way to travel overseas, a senior congressional official said Thursday evening, "I don't know." According to sources, the president pulled the plug on Pelosi's aircraft as she was about to leave for her overseas trip. Her congressional delegation's military aircraft was slated to depart at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. A senior White House official also told that all congressional delegation travel by military aircraft is now postponed. An official said that as soon as the president found out about the trip today, he took immediate action. A source said when moving to cancel Thursday's flight, the White House reasoned that the trip would keep Pelosi out of the country beyond next Tuesday night, when the next government pay period would occur. If she had gone on this trip, she would have guaranteed that 800,000 federal workers would not receive their second paycheck because she would not have been here to negotiate any kind of deal, a senior White House official said Thursday. But Pelosi's office fired back, with spokesman Drew Hamill saying that the purpose was to meet with allies and express appreciation and thanks to our men and women in uniform for their service and dedication, while noting there was no plan to stop in Egypt. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer of Maryland called the move petty and small. It is unbecoming of the President of the United States, but is unfortunately a daily occurrence, he said. Republicans had a split response over the president's decision. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy of California said it was completely appropriate. Senator Lindsey Graham called it actually inappropriate. One sophomoric response does not deserve another. Speaker Pelosi's threat to cancel the State of the Union is very irresponsible and blatantly political, Lindsey Graham tweeted. The president's move to cancel Pelosi's trip came after the House Speaker's request to delay his annual State of the Union address. The one White House official claimed the aircraft decision was not a response specifically to Pelosi's letter. The president has been slated to deliver his message to a joint session of Congress on January 29th, yet Pelosi on Wednesday urged the president to delay his delivery until the government reopens for supposed security reasons or deliver the address, she said, in writing. The speaker stood by that call Thursday. The date of the State of the Union is not a sacred date, she said. It's not constitutionally required. It's not the president's birthday, Pelosi said. It's not a date we agreed to. She said this to reporters during a press conference on Capitol Hill on Thursday. That's why I said to the president, if you don't open up government, let's discuss a mutually agreeable date. She added, it could be a week later if the government is reopened. For more than 24 hours, Trump did not respond to Pelosi's request, even as fellow Republicans condemned her push for a delay. Congressional lawmakers, meanwhile, were left sitting on a bus, waiting to see if they could depart. They included House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff and House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Eliot Engel, Capitol Hill officials, security officials, got an emergency call from the Pentagon canceling the overseas trip because of the shutdown. Amid mounting confusion, there were furious calls going back and forth among Capitol Hill, State, Pentagon, and White House offices. The bus returned to the Capitol, where members filed back into the building. When asked for additional context about the congressional delegation and the apparent trip delay, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders reiterated that Pelosi could fly commercial. The Department of Defense has to approve military air travel. As she made clear in the letter, she can still go. She just has to fly commercial. The rhetoric continues to show both sides of the standoff refusing to step off their positions that triggered the funding lapse shortly before the holidays last month. Trump wants nearly $6 billion for a border wall, while Pelosi and fellow Democrats have described such a project as immoral. The two sides have been unable to strike a deal that both bridges their differences and reopens a slew of shuttered agencies. The shutdown, which is now the longest in U.S. history, has left more than 800,000 federal workers and contractors without pay. Some federal employees have been deemed essential to government function and are required to work without pay. Others have been furloughed but still are left unpaid.